There comes a moment in every life when you have to make a hard decision. Not about the world, not about other people, but about yourself. A moment when you realize that the version of you that keeps choosing comfort, fear, and excuses cannot go where you are trying to go. You can't carry old habits into a new future. You can't expect strength while feeding weakness. And you definitely can't keep negotiating with the part of you that keeps quitting when things get uncomfortable. See, the weak version of you doesn't want discipline. It wants convenience. It wants rest before the work is done. It wants applause without effort and results without sacrifice. That version talks a lot, dreams big, but disappears when it's time to show up. And as long as that version stays alive, the stronger version never gets a chance to lead. Something has to go, and it's not your dream. It's not your purpose. It's the habits, the mindset, and the excuses that are holding you back. Killing the weak version doesn't mean hating yourself. It means respecting your potential enough to stop settling. It means saying no to what feels good now so you can say yes to what matters later. It means choosing discipline over emotion, consistency over motivation, and courage over comfort. Growth is painful, but regret is heavier. And every time you choose the hard path, the strong version of you gets louder, clearer, and more confident. You don't rise by accident. You rise by decision, by waking up and doing the work even when you don't feel like it, by standing firm when quitting feels easier, by understanding that pain is not your enemy, it's your instructor. The struggle isn't here to stop you, it's here to shape you. And the moment you stop running from discomfort is the moment transformation begins. So ask yourself this: how long are you going to let the weaker version of you stay in control? How long are you going to delay the life you know you're capable of living? Because the future you want is demanding a stronger mindset, a stronger discipline, and a stronger standard. And the only way that stronger version is born is when the weaker one is finally left behind. Growth always begins at the edge of comfort. The moment life starts asking more from you, comfort becomes a trap instead of a reward. Comfort tells you to stay where you are, to repeat what feels safe, to avoid risk and resistance. But nothing new is created there. Every meaningful change in your life starts the second you decide to move beyond what feels easy. That decision is rarely dramatic. Most of the time, it's quiet. It's choosing discipline over delay, action over excuses, and progress over familiarity. When comfort ends, awareness begins. You start seeing where you've been settling and where you've been holding back. You notice the habits that keep you stuck and the fears that keep you small. Discomfort forces honesty. It exposes the gap between who you are and who you could be. That gap is painful to look at, but it's also powerful because it shows you exactly where growth needs to happen. Growth requires effort, and effort requires energy. Comfort drains both. It makes you passive. It convinces you that tomorrow is a better time than today. But when you step into discomfort, you wake something up inside yourself. You become alert. You become intentional. You stop drifting and start directing your life. Every challenge you face outside your comfort zone strengthens your confidence, not because it's easy, but because you survive it and come back stronger. Discomfort teaches you resilience. It shows you that you can handle more than you think. Each time you push through resistance, you build trust in yourself. You realize that fear doesn't mean stop, it means grow. And that realization changes how you approach everything. You stop avoiding challenges and start embracing them as proof that you're moving forward. If this message is pushing you to step outside your comfort zone and choose growth, subscribe to the channel for more powerful motivational content like this. And if this video helped shift your mindset, make sure to like it so more people can hear this message and start their own journey of growth. The weak version of you is not evil, it's familiar. It's the part that learned how to survive, how to avoid pain, how to stay safe. But survival is not the same as leadership. The weak version is comfortable staying average, blending in, and doing just enough to get by. The strong version, on the other hand, is built to lead your life forward. It is disciplined, focused, and willing to endure discomfort for a greater purpose. And the truth is, both versions cannot lead at the same time. The weak version looks for excuses. It waits for the perfect moment. It negotiates with fear and listens to doubt. It promises change tomorrow, but protects comfort today. That version keeps you busy but not progressing. It talks about potential, but avoids the work required to unlock it. As long as that version stays in control, growth remains optional and dreams stay distant. The strong version is different. It doesn't wait to feel ready. It moves with intention even when confidence is low. It understands that action creates clarity, not the other way around. The strong version shows up when motivation fades. It chooses discipline over emotion and consistency over convenience. It doesn't ask for permission to improve. It takes responsibility and leads from within. Becoming strong doesn't mean destroying who you are. It means upgrading how you operate. It means recognizing when survival habits are no longer serving your future. Leadership starts the moment you stop letting comfort make your decisions. It begins when you choose responsibility over excuses and effort over ease. The strong version rises when you stop feeding the weak one. If this message is helping you recognize the version of yourself that needs to lead, subscribe to the channel for more motivational content that pushes you forward. And if this video added value to your journey, make sure to like it and support the message so others can grow too. Discipline is the line that separates intention from achievement. Everyone has goals, but discipline is what decides who reaches them. Excuses feel natural because they protect comfort and avoid effort. Discipline does the opposite. It demands consistency when motivation disappears and responsibility when emotions try to take control. It is not loud or dramatic, but it is relentless. Every time you choose discipline, you weaken the power of excuses and strengthen the part of you that follows through. Excuses sound reasonable. They often wear the mask of logic, timing, or circumstance. Discipline sees through that. It doesn't argue with excuses. It replaces them with action. You may not feel ready, confident, or inspired, but discipline moves anyway. That movement builds momentum. Small, disciplined actions, repeated daily, create results that excuses never can. Over time, discipline becomes a habit, and excuses lose their voice. Discipline also builds self-respect. When you keep promises to yourself, you begin to trust yourself. That trust fuels confidence. You no longer rely on motivation or external pressure to act. You do the work because it aligns with who you are becoming. Discipline turns effort into identity. You stop seeing tasks as burdens and start seeing them as responsibilities you honor. Pain is part of discipline, but it is purposeful pain. It's the pain of growth, not regret. Discipline teaches you how to delay pleasure, how to endure discomfort, and how to stay committed when quitting feels easier. Each disciplined choice is a step away from the weak version of you and a step toward the stronger one. Excuses promise relief now but demand payment later. Discipline asks for effort now and rewards you later. When discipline becomes your weapon, excuses no longer control your future. You stop negotiating with your potential. You stop lowering your standards to match your comfort. You rise because your actions are aligned with your goals. The strongest version of you is built one disciplined decision at a time through consistency, responsibility, and the quiet refusal to let excuses decide who you become. Pain is often misunderstood because it arrives uninvited and demands attention. Most people see pain as a sign to stop, to slow down, or to turn back. But pain is not there to destroy you, it is there to reveal you. It shows you what needs to change, what needs to be strengthened, and what you can no longer avoid. Pain is a message, not a verdict. It points directly to the areas of your life where growth is required. When you retreat from pain, you delay transformation. Avoidance may bring temporary comfort, but it also keeps you trapped in the same patterns. Pain challenges those patterns. It exposes weak habits, unhealthy mindsets, and false limits. Instead of running from it, facing pain forces you to adapt. Adaptation leads to growth. Growth leads to strength. Every challenge you endure reshapes you into someone more capable than before. Pain also builds awareness. It sharpens your focus and forces you to be present. In moments of struggle, distractions fall away and priorities become clear. You start asking better questions about your choices and your direction. Pain demands honesty. It removes illusions and reveals what truly matters. That clarity is uncomfortable, but it is necessary for real transformation to begin. Transformation requires endurance. Pain tests your patience, your discipline, and your commitment. It asks whether you are willing to grow or if you prefer to stay comfortable. Those who understand pain use it as instruction. They listen to what it is teaching and adjust their actions accordingly. Instead of breaking them, pain refines them. It becomes a training ground for resilience and inner strength. The strongest people are not those who avoided pain, but those who learned from it. They didn't let it define them, they let it develop them. Pain shaped their mindset, sharpened their discipline, and deepened their purpose. When you stop fearing pain and start learning from it, you unlock a level of transformation that comfort could never produce, turning struggle into strength and pressure into progress that moves you forward with greater clarity and power. The future does not wait for you to feel ready, and it does not slow down because you are unsure. It demands strength, clarity, and commitment. Every new level of life requires a stronger version of you, not the one that hesitates, doubts, or waits for perfect conditions. The future you want cannot be built with a mindset that keeps you comfortable today. It requires discipline that outlasts emotion and standards that do not bend under pressure. A stronger you is not created overnight. It is built through daily choices that feel small but demand effort. It is choosing to show up when quitting feels easier. It is choosing growth when comfort feels tempting. The future does not reward intentions. It rewards preparation. The stronger version of you is forged through consistency, through learning from failure instead of being defined by it, and through refusing to let temporary emotions dictate permanent decisions. The future brings responsibility. With growth comes pressure, expectations, and challenges that cannot be handled by a weak mindset. That is why strength must be developed before success arrives. When you build yourself now, you won't collapse later. You won't be overwhelmed by opportunity or broken by setbacks. You will be grounded, focused, and ready to carry what you once prayed for. Strength gives you stability in uncertain moments and confidence in unfamiliar territory. Becoming stronger also means raising your standards. You stop tolerating excuses from yourself. You stop lowering your goals to match your comfort. You begin acting in alignment with who you are becoming, not who you used to be. That shift changes everything. It changes how you think, how you move, and how you respond to challenges. The future responds to those who take responsibility for their growth before it is forced upon them. If this message is pushing you to build a stronger version of yourself for what's coming next, subscribe to the channel for more powerful motivational content. And if this video helped shift your mindset, make sure to like it so this message can reach others who need it too.